everyone. Silence in the room! Hey, welcome to Front Seat Gamer. This is the third in the special episode series of Dungeons and Dragons series. I'm Nick. I'm here with Ed, who's playing a bunch of NPCs.
Yo.
And Carrie, who's playing Drift, the Druid.
Hi.
And Eleanor, who's playing Opie, the Paladin.
Hello.
And Blake, who's playing Mesmero.
Why did you laugh
Sorcerer.
just saying Blake instead of...
I don't know.
It's a funny name.
It's a funny name.
Yeah, it is. Not Mesmero, though.
No, it's
that's
serious.
that's very serious.
Yeah.
There's nothing funny about Mesmero. There's nothing funny about Mesmero.
Rude.
Oh.
And Severn, who's playing Keth, the warlock.
Hello.
Great. Where last we left off, you just battled an invisible wolf in a zero-gravity chamber full of frogs that you set on fire. Keth threw his sword accidentally at Opie and dealt her 2 damage to the foot.
Ooh.
And you guys tried a whole bunch of times to open a door and couldn't. So, that's the situation you're still in. There's a bunch of frogs floating around. A lot of them are toast. There's a few. Honestly, most of the frogs are dead at this point.
And butterflies and fiddles.
Yeah, that's true. Although they are starting to flicker out of existence. And you're still sealed in here. So what are you gonna do?
Let's open that door.
Yeah.
Kith, get
Yeah.
over here.
I've got to get over there.
Yeah.
Can I just walk my way over?
You can try, but it's zero gravity.
It's another launch. It's
Yep.
Yep.
I have
Do
to
it.
Roll
spring-
good.
spring
Roll
myself.
strong.
Alright.
Do it.
I'm doing it, guys. 8.
Yes! Surely!
You get pretty close. You get close enough that someone else, if they wanted to, could
athletics
probably
check
grab
to
you.
grab him.
Yep, great.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Awesome.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Getting you over there.
Hell yeah, 16.
Yeah, Opie reaches her long, scaly arm out and grabs you by the scruff of the neck and drags you in.
Even though you just knifed me in the foot.
Yeah, it seemed like she
I
might have
grab-
been going for a punch, but she kind of hooked your collar
Alright.
and pulled you in.
And I take my dagger back.
Out of my foot!
Thank you, Opie.
Ah!
Don't worry, Opie. I
Don't
think,
do that suddenly! It's terrible and painful.
don't you have a dagger of your own, Opie?
I do. I'm not going to stab my friend over him pulling a knife out
Just-
of me.
over
him stabbing you.
Okay, so there's still this door, and there's a floating, burning wolf corpse and some frogs.
Let's try that combo effort again, guys.
Great.
So,
What you want to tell me what numbers you rolled?
yeah.
It's like, oh no.
13?
Blake, did you get in on this?
12.
I have like -2 strength or something. I'm not-
You're also injured.
Yeah. I had a 4, so I'm not.
Okay. I mean, between Opie and Drift, they finally managed to work out how to open the door, and it unseals with a boom because that burning has sucked a lot of the oxygen out of the room, and a bunch of dead frog corpses get hurled out along with you guys, and you're now standing outdoors, and it's nighttime, and it seems like it's a fairly straight shot to what appears to be a sort of large cubic-looking building. It looks mostly for staff use, and it also says staff only on it. And you're pretty sure that's where you want to go.
How's everyone doing? How's everyone's... How are you, Keth?
My arm's a little sore. Wolf took a bite out of it.
Yep.
Otherwise, I'm okay.
Just pride.
I mean,
That's
there's,
been hurt.
Yeah.
No more than anything.
I can't heal anyone. There's frog corpses everywhere.
Mhm.
You could theoretically eat some roast frog.
Mm.
I'm not sure that's going to help with your specific
If you're
problem.
hungry, it might help. But
Yeah.
other than that, it's probably not going to heal you guys up.
I'm okay. Like, you healed me pretty good. I
Excellent.
can keep going.
Good stuff.
Do we need if we did like a short rest? Do we get hit points back? I can't remember.
Probably not. I mean, you're
No.
not
It's
really.
not really time.
What is a short rest for then?
I don't know. But also, I mean, you're not in a safe location.
No, that's true.
You're now standing in the open in the middle of a magic park. All the barriers are down.
I'm
So.
chewing frogs.
Yep. How's it taste?
Like roast frog. It's great.
Fantastic.
All right. Yes, we just head towards that. You said we got a clear shot.
Yep.
I'm sure
Everyone
we've got a
seems
clear
very
shot.
apprehensive
I don't
about walking
think-
towards this building.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
I'm
Yeah.
not that injured. I can lead the way.
Okay. As you walk up, you approach this building. There's a door.
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay. You open.
Wait, can I look in the window?
Sure.
Okay. Is any of us stealthier than a dragon? I'm stealthy.
You want to do a stealth check?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh, it wasn't a 1.
No,
What was it?
it's a 7 plus 4.
Okay. You're slightly quieter than walking normally. And you approach the window, and you look inside, and as you do so, your nose rubs against the glass and makes a little squeak. And you can't really see anything. You see some stairs leading upstairs, and you suspect that, much like the other locust, where you want to be is upstairs. So it doesn't seem like there's much to see downstairs.
Looks pretty clear, guys.
All right, I'm gonna kick the door down,
Okay.
Sure.
With your injured leg.
Yeah.
and then I regret this straight away. I forgot.
Yep, the door doesn't move.
Oh, that hurt.
You couldn't put much force behind it because,
Oh.
well, there's a chunk taken out of it.
Yep.
Have we tried the handle?
The door opens.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So you look inside. It's quite dim. Looks like there's bookshelves and tool shelves, and I mean, there's no books on bookshelves. There's just shelves. But there's tool shelves and some looks like piping running upstairs. That's it.
Head upstairs.
Yeah. I'm kind of straggling just because I'm kind of wounded, holding my arm a little. But I'm trying to suck it up and be badass.
As you make your way upstairs, you hear something creaking. Maybe there might be something upstairs.
Guys, I think now's the time. I can do this divine sense thing twice a day. Do you reckon we go one more? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't sense any celestials, and the undead still seems to be coming from that same direction as before. Probably in the direction of the phylactery.
So I would like to actually stealth up the stairs.
Okay, do a stealth check for me, please.
Yeah, 5.
Okay. You sort of walk up the stairs, and at the top, you can see there's another dimly lit room, and you see another giant circle in the floor surrounded by runes, and there's no crystal there again. However, there is someone standing
Hello.
there.
Do we recognize him?
You see, you do recognize him. It's the caretaker from before.
Who's that? Who's there?
It's I, Mesmero, Master Magician and Illustrious Illusionist.
Opie?
No, none of that rings a bell. Oh, you're the adventurers, yes. Oh, thank God you're here. There's been a bit of an incident.
As he says that, you notice that there's a body on the ground, and that there's a rake sticking out of it.
Oh, shit.
Now, I know what this looks like, yeah, but it wasn't me. I didn't do it. It's,
I'm gonna go intimidate.
Who did it?
I'm intimidating.
Okay.
I've got some sweet bonuses on this.
Yeah.
What do you say though to intimidate him?
I don't know. See what I roll.
See what you roll.
I got
Okay.
a 12 on this.
All right. What do you say?
I say, dude, tell me what the hell happened
He looks intimidated.
here. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see. I got knocked out cold, and I came to, and there was this my rake just stuck in the monk. It wasn't me, I swear.
I actually believe him.
Yeah.
I swear.
I kind of
he's
believe it too.
pathetic.
Who's the stiff janitor guy?
His name was.
Um,
His name was Sandoval.
What?
Just
1 second. Brain's going a little slow. His name was Sandoval of the Golden Bloom. He was a monk hired to
cleanse.
to help cleanse the park, yeah. But
why
Cleanse
did
the park of what?
well, due to the location right of the park, we got a lot of unstable energies going on, and I'm just a janitor. I don't know what's fucking going on. But he's dead anyway.
It seems like he doesn't really know what.
Have you seen anything else of note tonight?
Oh, you mean apart from the power going off? Nothing. I mean, we were told here to go here by Mazzello, and when we got here, we were just jumped.
by who?
I didn't see no one. I'm just. Right. But look, there's a stone here. You see, if any of you know magic, maybe you could use it. It could help you see what's going on.
I do know a bit of magic.
You look like it.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you.
Maybe not very good, but you know. Something.
Well, I mean, pick a card. We'll see.
So you look around the room and you notice that there's like a big stone sphere, and you recognize it as a seer stone.
Oh, okay.
Since you've spent a lot of time around real magicians and fake magicians.
Yep. Mostly
Both of
studying fake
Both
magicians.
of whom alike use
Yep.
this as in their act. Anybody want to do an Arcana check to figure out if you can how this thing works?
No, we'll do an Arcana check. 12.
You know that you can probably see things through it, but you know that it's probably got like a limited scope of what you can see.
Should we all do
a
it?
check.
Yeah.
I got it in.
17.
Oh.
Okay. So you think you might even be able to use it.
Oh, cool.
So you walk over to the stone, hold your hands over it, and before you is inside the stone, a cloudy image becomes more and more clear, and you start to see
Guys, come over here.
different parts of the park. You see the locust room you were in before is empty. That image vanishes, and you see Neil Nightwing in his office twiddling his thumbs and playing with magical sparks out of boredom, and then that image vanishes. And you can see Steve's little cottage, and nothing's happening there. Maybe a little puff of smoke coming out of the chimney, and then that image vanishes. and then you see the mayor pacing around in the woods, and then you see someone approach the mayor, and you see that image starts to get cloudy in a weird way, like it's being interrupted, and when that image becomes clear again, the mayor is lying dead on the ground.
Did we recognize the thing that, like you said, the mayor was walking in and encountered someone? Do we recognize anything there?
It looked like someone kind of bulky.
Okay.
Zella?
You think it might be Mazzello.
I think it's Terry. Yes. I
And you realize you can potentially, if you concentrate, you might be able to follow one of these images if you want.
Okay. Guys, let's take the stone and follow it. Let's go.
Can
We're running?
Can we actually take?
I don't
the
think
thing?
the stone is like
Oh,
is
okay.
bound to
All right,
bound to a table.
We're off.
You,
We're off
you,
to the.
you might be able
woods.
to like if you
It's like
focus
a
your mind.
It's like a monitor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a television screen,
Pretty much, yes.
but a stone.
Yeah, and you if you focus, maybe you can like choose what part of the park you want to see.
Oh, do you think we can? Because you're using it. Do you think we can follow Marzello?
Yes, we'll follow the shadowy figure. Can we? Because it interfered with what we could see.
Yeah, so you're trying to follow it.
Yeah.
And it is fuzzy and grainy. And you notice that like at times it looks like Mazzello, but at times it looks like a woman. And that's very odd.
It is odd.
Marzello wasn't a woman.
Do we recognize
Do
where
we-
they are?
Yeah, we're in the pack.
You realize he's actually quite close to the phylactery. And he's carrying something.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Running.
Yeah.
We should run. We should run for it
Okay.
Yeah.
because if he's heading there, that thing contains some sort of soul.
Summoning ability.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
How do you want to get there?
We're not going back to that church either.
Can we? Lady,
How can we get there?
demon lady with the animal shit. Can you go ahead?
Yes, I can't. Have we leveled?
Oh.
Have you guys leveled up? I don't know.
I have
If-
250
Sure.
experience.
Let's say you're all now level 2. You did gain enough experience. We discussed during the break whether or not you guys would that you guys had in fact had enough experience to level up and whether or not you guys wanted to go through that process. So let's say if you've already got your stuff prepped for level 2, you've leveled up. And if you haven't, you haven't. Cool. So ding.
Well, in that case, I now have wild shape, and I can turn into an animal that I've seen, and I've seen a wolf.
Yep.
And a dragon.
Well, have you
And
seen a
lots
wolf?
of birds.
You have seen a dragon.
I can only turn into animals that only have ground movement. I can't turn into anything that can fly or swim yet.
Yep. Okay.
So,
Cool.
So you
wolf it
transform
is,
into a wolf.
and I start running super wolf fast
Okay.
towards the phylactery.
So, you start running as a human, and as you're running, your armor seems to sort of meld into your flesh, and your posture gets a little bit weird, and you start using your hands and your feet at the same time to run, and almost as if like it's second nature. You just slowly meld into the shape of a wolf, and you flow through the grass like you've run like that your whole life, and you're sprinting towards the phylactery, and you come across a giant dome of ice. And you can see above the giant dome of ice there is a purple light that is shining through from below. And this is where the phylactery used to be.
Is anyone around?
Yeah, I run after.
everyone else seems to be pretty far
Yeah.
behind.
Yeah, we're all running after, but like
Yeah.
you're way faster than us.
So they'll take a little bit to catch up, but they're on their way.
Can I like sniff out a trail of where they've gone?
Sure. Why don't you do an investigation check for me, please?
11.
Okay.
Would
You-
she have advantage for smelling if it's a dog, a wolf?
I mean, she's still new to this form. She doesn't. She's getting a lot of sensory overload at this point. So you sense that like you smell Mazzillo. You're sure that he was here. And the trail seems to stop at the wall of the ice dome.
I don't know what to do. I'm just a wolf.
Well,
How far away are you guys?
Okay, we catch up.
yeah, you guys have caught up.
Yeah.
And you can see that the wall is like starting to grow thicker and stronger.
Oh shit!
I think we've seen this before, guys. With the imps. Wasn't there an ice wall?
There was an ice wall.
Is it the same? I'm just trying to put two and two together.
That was Neil.
That was Neil.
But Neil was clearly in his office.
Or was he?
You think it was the tavern guy? The guy, the Holiday Inn?
I don't
That's
know.
all they in.
I don't know, guys. This place is just fishy as hell.
You can hear chanting from the other side of the wall as well.
Oh man, this is fishy as hell.
Are we gonna start melting some ice?
I
Oh, we've got
guess
enough fire.
I guess I'm gonna just start blasting it with firebolt. Like,
Okay.
that seems to be the only thing I can really do.
Okay. Why don't you roll a d6 for me while you're doing that?
Okay. Just 1d6.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. Roll 2 d10s.
Oh boy.
Squire Wild Magic happens a lot.
You and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain 1 vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
Okay.
So don't step on any like
Yeah. Don't.
sharp objects.
Yep.
I'm hitting this
fire.
ice wall.
Fire appears in your hand and you hurl it at the ice.
Yep.
And
I kind of try to like a blowtorch.
Yeah.
Like a flamethrower.
yeah,
Sort of
the flames are licking the ice.
Yep.
And you can see the ice is melting, but just as quickly as it's melting, it seems to be refreezing.
This is no good.
Could you use your dart? Isn't it an explosive or something?
That will blind all of
light,
us though.
light.
It doesn't. It doesn't do any damage.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Can I do an investigation?
Sure.
7?
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Proficiency bonus.
Ooh.
11.
You know for sure that like this is not normal ice.
I'm just
and-
looking at an ice wall.
Yeah. And there's something inside of this that's causing.
There's no
this
way
to-
around it.
It seems to be sealed.
What were the other items that we got? There was a dagger.
Yeah, well, I haven't done an Arcana check on the dagger yet because I was just reading what it said on it. So I've been waiting for an opportune moment, so maybe I'll do that.
Okay.
It's intelligence, right?
I
Yeah.
believe so. Yeah.
18.
Okay. You know that this dagger is enchanted, but it's got a bit of a weird enchantment on it. It's very loose in your hand. You feel like you can't strike very accurately with it, but if you do hit something, it'll do extra damage.
Hey. This might just be the thing, guys.
Chip at the wall, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a solid thing of ice, right? So it's not gonna. You'd assume that it wouldn't normally find purchase, but we could try to see if it does.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Do you wanna? Why don't you roll a d20 for me?
Okay. Oh, it's a 7. It's not that bad.
Okay. So this actually gives you -2 to your attack rolls, but +1 to your damage. So you actually do a 5. You hit the ice. It kind of glances off, but you hear a hum when you hit the ice. almost as if the ice is reverberating that sound, that clinging dagger makes.
Let's keep hitting it,
What
guys.
does that mean?
So we just hit it with like
I have a wand.
weapons? I mean, I have a crossbow. I can get a crossbow bolt and just start hitting the wall.
If you want, you
Yeah,
can
all right.
try whatever you want.
I'm
guys.
doing that. I'm gonna get one of my crossbow
Okay.
bolts and just start hitting the wall.
Yeah, you're chipping away at it.
Anything?
and you're hearing it like every time you hit it, it's like like kind of like a bell.
Anybody got any tunneling abilities? Can we go under this
I
wall?
start digging underneath the wall.
Can you turn into some sort of animal? Some sort of good digging animal? You saw a worm. Those earthworms.
Oh my god.
Turn into an earthworm. Dig under there. Make a hole. And we'll just.
Yeah, okay, I don't know, is this Animorphs rolls? I guess I turn back into a tiefling real quick.
Okay.
And then I turn into an earthworm.
Sure. Okay. Now
And
you're
I
an
start
earthworm.
digging
Yep.
underneath the wall.
Okay. You notice that the ice goes down quite deep, but not all the way, and I assume you're digging under. You want to make a tunnel underneath.
Yeah, I'm making one big enough that even a dragonborn could climb through.
You're gonna try. It's exhausting work digging, and you're a big worm, but you're just a worm. And the soil behind you seems to be collapsing. However, you do appear inside of the dome, and before you see a woman standing in front of the phylactery with two giant purple crystals lined, and she is chanting in a language you don't understand.
I go over to her
As a worm.
as a worm,
Okay.
Gross
and
her
I
up.
get all sticky stuff all over her.
Okay. Yeah. She's chanting, and she looks down, and she's like, "Ew," and kicks you away. Because it's just one worm. Like she's used to this. For some reason, she's used to this.
Okay, I tunnel down a little bit.
Yep.
Can I do some kind of check to see if I understand what she's trying to do?
Sure. Why don't you do an Arcana check for me?
13.
Okay. You know she's doing a summoning ritual. We've seen your hermit master do summoning rituals for like minor gods. Like more like an offering in your case, or in your master's case. But in this case, it seems like it's working in like in a big way, like something that's boosting the power of it.
Okay. I guess I dig back through. Like I don't think I could take her by myself. Can
Can
Okay.
we follow? Could we have followed? Like, can we
You can try digging
to
if you want.
like digging after her in the
Yeah, sure.
loosely turned earth?
Mhm.
I guess I'm gonna have to go first because I'm the biggest.
Okay, I want you to all do an athletics check.
This is great.
Oh no, I got a 1.
Oh,
What does that mean for a dragon
You're gonna
who's got
get-
his head in the ground?
you as you're digging down, you hit concrete,
Oh,
and you realize you're probably not digging in a good spot.
okay. It's a pretty mild one. Consequence, I like it.
I got a 7.
Okay,
13.
okay. Yeah, you guys are starting to. You're making some progress. It's taking a while though.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah,
and clouds are starting to gather overhead, and they're looking kind of eerie.
yeah, this doesn't seem like a good idea.
We have no better option. Let's get in there.
I've got a book. Something like, can I consult the book on the thing?
Sure, you want to read the book?
Yeah, I want to read the book.
Okay.
Well,
Read
I thumb through it
the
and try to
sleep
look
book.
for like,
Table of contents.
yeah, because I can read this book.
Yeah, you can read. You can read a book.
Yeah.
Go for it.
And I consulted to see if it's
Yeah.
got anything to do with ice walls.
You read a passage about maintaining a safe distance at all times, especially around fire magic, and that you should wear protective gloves, and
Oh, this is a safety manual, right?
yeah, and keeping the place ventilated at all times because hazardous gases can cause poor health. And while you're reading this, you're reading this out loud, and from the other side of the dome, you start to hear some snoring, and the dome starts to thin, and it thins enough that you think maybe you can break through.
Oh, great.
One
Guys, I'm
hammer.
gonna.
Okay, roll a d20.
Oh, me? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever wants to hit it with a warhammer.
Who's got a freaking hammer? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Get in there.
Oh, 5.
You take a crack at it and it cracks.
Cool.
You want to swing again?
Yes. 18.
All right. Yeah, that you managed to shatter
20.
a hole into the dome, and it makes this loud reverberating sound, and the entire dome crumbles. You've shattered the icy dome, and before you stands a woman, dressed in black, a tiefling woman, and she is chanting in front of this phylactery with these 2 giant purple crystals aligned next to it. What do you want to do?
Are you still a worm?
Yeah, I'm still a worm.
You're still a worm. Yep.
Can I don't know, trip her somehow?
You want to rub
Around
against her
your
leg again?
Yeah.
Freak her out.
Okay. She's rubbing. You're rubbing against her leg, and she's like, "Get off! Get off!"
I get off. I'm tired of being a worm, so I scoot back over to the group.
Yep.
Turn back into a person.
And as you scoot back over to the group, she turns around. She sees the group.
Hello.
What are you doing here?
I think we've come to stop you.
Yeah, lady, there's been some bad stuff happening tonight, and you're one of the last people left alive.
I thought I dealt with you already. Fine. Here's the truth. There is no Mazzello. I'm Mazzello.
Yeah.
My real name's Ariana Thor, and I'm Neil Nightwing's ex-wife. That's right.
Man, what did he do to you?
Yes, he seemed like a bit of a load.
I asked for foot rubs, and I didn't get any. Not a single one.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I feel very justified in my anger. Anyway, back to the ritual. She starts chanting again.
I cast Charm Person on her.
Okay.
You need to make a Wisdom saving throw
Okay.
against 13.
Okay. She is charmed a little bit.
Ooh.
She looks at you and goes, "Well, hey, I'm single now. How you doing?"
Would you like a foot rub?
I would love a foot rub. Just let me finish this ritual
No,
real quick.
foot rub.
No, hang on.
No,
I want
finish.
Nope, I just gotta finish this ritual real
No,
quick.
stop the
hang on,
ritual.
no, there's
Yeah,
a quick-
stop the ritual.
Just gotta finish this ritual real quick.
No, look, if you finish that ritual, there's no foot rubs.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta do the ritual. Sorry, it's just.
But no, I mean, these
put a lot
are these
of
are really
work
good
into
photos.
this.
I have sleight of hand, and I'm very dexterous.
I want you to do a sleight of hand check. I want you to.
Wait, what am I sliding of hand then?
No,
break out-
that was
break out-
charisma.
break out your cards and show her how dexterous you are.
Oh yeah, I do that.
Oh.
Yeah. Do a sleight of hand check.
My sleight of hand. Alright, here we go. 18.
Okay. Well, that's very impressive. She says as your hands fling cards from one end to another, and the cards fan out, and it's almost as if you're using real magic.
But I'm not. I'm not using real magic. And I say that, you might think I'm using real magic here, but I'm not. This is all my own skill.
No, but I've seen you use real magic, and it just looks.
Well,
like
that's
you're just
because
using-
I'm so skilled in it.
I can sense the magic.
That's just my aura. That's just my
I don't believe you.
inbuilt magical aura. Oh,
I'm gonna finish the ritual.
This is like my stage show all over again.
So what exactly is this ritual? that
I
you're
think
doing?
I think OP would like to kick off combat, actually.
Whoa.
'cause,
You're just getting right in there?
Yeah,
Oh,
OP's scared of dead things, and all signs point to dead things coming. So
Okay, great.
could she crack the lady?
Yeah, you wanna
Just
try and get the
punch
jump
her?
on her? Okay, you're just.
She'd
punching
be a
her?
little
Yeah.
unexpected because
Just to
she's
start
so
with.
distracted by my.
Go for it.
maneuver-
Yeah,
my moves.
absolutely. Why don't you roll a d20?
14.
You take a thwack at her, but as your hand makes an impact, it doesn't hit her. It hits something around her, and she doesn't feel a thing. And she says, "Really? You want to fight me? Bring it on!" And as she does that, she lifts her hands up, and you hear something off in the distance, but you're not really sure what that is. And she pulls out a dagger. And now I want you to all roll for initiative. Okay, well, Arya rolled a 20.
Oh.
What did you guys roll?
18.
Okay.
15.
11.
12.
18, 15, 12, and 11. So it was Drift with the 18, Opie with the 15.
Mm-hmm. Mesmer, 12.
Yeah. Then Keth. Great. So she's holding this dagger, and you notice it looks a lot like the one that you saw earlier. And she knows she's got 2 sheaths, but she only has 1 dagger. So you think you might be carrying the other. The dagger's pair.
Because it was engraved on it for my dearest husband or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she holds the dagger up to the sky, and from these swirling clouds above, a bolt of necrotic energy shoots into the dagger, and she points it at Opie, and that bolt of necrotic energy hurls straight towards you. What's your AC?
18.
Okay. It doesn't harm you, but you feel weakened. It's as if it wraps itself around you, and you can feel suddenly like you're aging quite quickly.
Ah!
But you're only 15, so it's fine.
They got ages.
You could probably do with a little more aging. frankly.
How long do dragonborns live?
That's a good question.
Human length.
Human length. There you go. It is now Drift's turn.
I guess I'll try hurling a fireball at her
Okay. Roll
from a safe distance.
a d20.
Oh no, 2.
Okay. You create this flame in your hands and you fling it at her, and just like Opie's punch earlier, the flame seems to hit something around her and then just dissipate. It's now Opie's turn. Once more.
Okay, so she can't be hurt with many things. I'm gonna pull out her dagger's pair and lunge at her with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a d20.
Oh, 3. Thank you for saying that.
You miss. You lunge at her.
But I still-
She gracefully steps out of the way. She's very lithe, and it appears she's very well versed with combat. And it is Mesmero's turn.
So it's only been magic attacks on her, well, except for the dagger that missed, right?
I tried to punch her and it
Yeah,
didn't work.
that's true.
And that didn't work.
Yeah.
Any way I can like use a Arcana check or something?
Yeah, sure.
To figure
You
out
want
if
to
she's
do an
got
Arcana check?
if she's got like a magical barrier or something around her, like a I don't know mage armor or something like that. 3.
You sense that. I mean, there's a ton of magical energy in the area. There's magical energy shooting off of the phylactery. There's magical energy shooting off of these 2 gigantic crystals. And there's magical energy shooting off of her, but you don't get any like specific sense. It's just like there's a ton of magic.
Oh, okay. Is the phylactery still have a force field around it, like when we first saw it?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's actually this force field seems to be like continuing up into the sky where the clouds are swirling around it.
Okay. Well, I guess that's my turn.
I'm doing.
Yep. Kath's turn.
I'm doing an investigation. Can I do an investigation
Sure,
into
you
these
can do whatever you
crystals and how they work?
Yeah.
Can I have a look at like how
Go
they
for it.
work, how they're dealing?
Yeah.
15 plus 2. 17.
Okay. You see that these crystals are aligned,
Mm.
and you can see that there's a resonance bouncing between the crystals and the phylactery and her, and that it's specifically these 2 crystals and their alignment that seem to be providing this like extra energy she seems to have obtained.
Can I do a thing on a thing? A blast?
Not in this turn. You
Okay.
spent this turn figuring that out.
Cool. Okay.
It's now Ariana's turn again.
All right.
She raises her hand up again towards the sky, and another beam of dark energy imbues her hand, and she flings it, this time at Opie. And once more.
Yes.
Well, actually, what was your AC? 15?
18.
18. 18.
I know. It's very high. It's hard to hurt Opie. Maybe we can make Opie more vulnerable in future.
Well, she is you're a paladin, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
And
that
a
is how it
dragonborn.
is. Yeah, and a dragon.
Yeah, it's just, your holy energy seems to be, to some degree, deflating her dark energies. She's getting quite
Amazing.
frustrated.
Yeah. Take that, little lady.
She says, "No matter, my friends have arrived."
Oh no.
And from behind you, you see Sandraval, the monk
Ooh.
who has risen,
Ooh.
and he gets to go next.
Does he talk?
Does he talk? He's yeah, he growls. He doesn't. I mean, he's got a rake sticking out of his chest still.
Oh, yeah,
interestingly,
that's-
he didn't take the time to like pull it out.
Can you use
and on
sleep?
top of that, you also see that the
yeah.
mayor has arrived.
Oh no.
Great.
So deceased.
Sandraval starts to do like kind of martial artistry moves. He starts to do a wind up and he does sort of a punch in Drift's direction. What's your AC?
13.
So, the punch, although it is quite far away, the energy travels towards you and it strikes you square in the chest. And where's the D6? There it is. It deals you 4 damage. And the mayor has approached the group from the other direction. And he's completely unarmed. And he's not that good at combat.
Oh yeah, he's just
He's
like a
just
bureaucrat.
He's just a dude. That said, he's growling a lot. But in like a more posh way. And also kind of snooty. Yep, there we go. And he wanders over and he just sort of tries to gnaw on, let's say, Mesmero. Keep forgetting your name. You chose a hard name.
Mesmero,
Mesmero.
master magician. An illustrious illusionist.
You're right. I'm sorry. I should have remembered it. What's your AC?
12.
Yeah, he gnaws on you,
Ugh.
and it's gross. And he's like covered in blood.
Yep.
But he doesn't do any damage.
It's not as gross as those worms from earlier, so kind of fine with that.
Right. And it is now Drift's turn.
I use my quarterstaff, two-handed.
Yeah.
And I attack the dude with the rake sticking out of his chest.
Okay, so you're going for Sanderball.
Yeah.
Okay, roll d20.
11.
Okay. Although he's like kind of clumsy, he deflects that attack with a weird grace.
It's muscle memory.
Yeah, he's not even really looking. He just sort of deflects it, and then his head with a delay kind of swings your way. And it is Opie's turn.
Yeesh. Opie's gonna lash at the little lady again.
Okay.
And with the pear.
Yep.
The necromancer's knife.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Okay. So what happens?
So Opie goes to slash at her with the knife, and maybe slips in some earthworm gunk, and maybe kind of stumbles forward onto one knee or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Nesbro's turn now.
I would like to cast fire. I'm going to cast Firebolt at the closest crystal.
Okay.
They're not within the force field, right? Of the.
Well,
Okay.
you don't know yet. But you're willing to give it a shot. It sounds like.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give it a go. 17.
Okay. Yep. That firebolt careens straight into the stone, and it seems to the stone's quite looks quite crumbly, and the flame seems to sink into the stone, and some of the crystals start to peel away from it.
Nice. Did that affect the woman in any way?
Not visibly.
Yeah.
But you get the sense that maybe this is the correct thing to do.
All right. Cool. I know
Thanks,
what I'm
DM.
doing.
And it is Kef's turn.
I look over at my buddy and I'm like,
We both nod at each other.
yeah. And I do an Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
At the same crystal.
Okay.
So I'm doing a 20 to thing.
Yep.
12.
Okay.
What are you adding? Do you add anything?
Well, what specific thing does it?
I think it's charisma or wisdom or something.
Oh, dude, charisma.
No, yeah. What's your spell attack bonus like?
Spell save. Save?
Spell tech. Hold on. Think about it. Yeah.
If.
Yep. +5.
Yeah. There you go.
Ooh.
17.
Yeah. Okay. The necrotic energies from your Eldritch Blast sink into that stone as well.
Mhm.
Start mending the cracks.
Oh no, necrotic.
Necrotic's not cool, but it's Eldritch Blast isn't necrotic.
Is it not?
No.
It's Eldritch.
It's force damage.
Oh well. Then, never mind. Take that back.
Oh,
A big chunk of rock comes flying out.
Great.
we gotta.
You think at first that it starts to heal the cracks, but what's actually happening is cooking inside, and then
Yep.
boom, chunks fly out.
Great.
We got an unintended hint then.
It's kind of like if you microwave a potato, you're like, oh yeah, it's fine, and then boom,
Whoa.
potato everywhere.
Double thumb clicks.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
And it is what's her name? Ariana's turn. However, as she raises her hand to the sky again, she's interrupted by Steve.
Oh yeah, because he's just next door.
Yeah, he's been seeing purple lights shooting into the sky, and he's been hearing like giant ice domes crumbling, and he's just like he's trying to have a nice cup of tea.
Cut that out, lady. I'm trying to read. All right. Doing all these flashy lights. And,
Steve, get back in your cabin.
I'm not going back in me cavern.
Kevin.
It stinks in there, and no one's brought me a sheep in days.
Well, we've had some logistical problems.
Oh, you don't care about your logistics. I care about my belly. Now, this has been a right kerfuffle of employment. Your contract was all sorts of messed up. I'm putting an end to this.
All right, what are you doing?
Oh, you don't know.
Okay.
He's shouting angrily.
Steve.
I'm being assertive. And I'm taking action.
Been reading a lot of self-help books. Be assertive.
I'm making eye contact. No, Steve raises up his grandpappy's skull
Okay. Yep.
Oh man.
and lets forth a necrotic blast at her.
Oh, at her.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20 first.
I know how to play.
Okay.
Whoa.
It's a 12.
Yeah. Let's make you this. You know what? You can be this.
Yeah?
Yeah. So then you get +2, which is still not enough.
That's not. Yeah. Alright.
Well, the necrotic energies mix, and like a big necrotic bubble forms around her. Like as in like, it's like when you blow into a milkshake.
Yeah.
And the bubble pops. But that's all.
Well, that's weird.
You know what, Steve? You're weird. And she targets Steve with her necrotic blast and flings it at him. And Steve, master of necrotic that he is, cups the necrotic blast into his hand, and it just sort of fizzles. It is now Sandoval's turn, and he is doing another punch, this time in Keth's direction. And it is a solid punch.
Oh.
You feel that force of energy right in the chest, and you take 3 damage.
Alright.
And then it is the mayor, once again, stumbling around. This time he is going for Ms. Moreau. Oh, goodness. And he like walks over to you slowly.
Yeah.
Like with enough time that like you're watching him walking over to you, and he raises his arm really slowly, and you just sort of step back, and he swipes, and he misses. And you're just kind of like, you feel bad for him. He was just here to like check out his investment, and he's dead now, and not even very good.
Poor guy, he's not even good at being dead. Yeah.
It's Drift's turn.
Well, I've seen what's going on with the crystals.
Mhm.
Now, that one crystal, is it completely broken, or is
No,
it just...
it's like there's a bunch of fragments that are just floating in the air, and there's like a large chunk of it that's still intact.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a fireball at it.
Okay. D20.
18.
Okay. You wanna roll damage on that one?
1.
Okay. I mean, you hit it and you knock a chunk out of it, and it scares it across the ground. And this is also, it's starting to look a little bit wobbly in the air. And it's now Opie's turn.
Okay, so is there anyone? Could I, with the zombies? They're not really a priority. Yeah, I'm gonna use my breath weapon at the crystal.
Okay.
Just ignore the woman for a moment, and I think that just happens, and it's a straight line, and I don't think a crystal can do a saving throw.
This is
and
true.
beat 12.
It can't.
Yeah. So I actually didn't write how much damage it does.
If I recall, it's like 2d6 or something.
Okay. Should we just say that?
Sure.
2d6, that's pretty
5, 1, 6.
So lightning fills your mouth
Bursts out.
and arcs towards this crystal, and chunks of it go flying, and now it's like really wildly spinning in the air, and it's looking really askew.
Is there any visible change with the woman?
You can see that there's like purple lightning starting to flicker between the stone and the phylactery. But the woman looks confident
Fine.
as other, and it's Mizabro's turn.
How big is the stone? The one that is wobbling around.
Right, it's about the size of a human.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, I mean, it's not anymore.
But it's
Now it's about the size of a quarter of a human.
Do you think it weighs 10 pounds?
I think it weighs more than 10 pounds.
Okay, never mind then. I'm just gonna do another firebolt at it.
Okay.
Classic move.
Yep.
That's 21.
Hey.
Okay. You want to roll damage?
Yep. 3.
So you basically you blast most of the remaining crystal away, and the chunk that's still sort of suspended is starting to like fizzle on its own, and it just sort of falls to the ground. And you notice that the phylactery has started to like rotate in an odd way.
It's probably good. It's
And
probably good, right?
It's now Keth's turn.
All right. I'm looking around to see what's happening. Is that all that happened? The thing spun?
Yeah.
Arianda is still powerful as ever.
She's looking real angry.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to take out that zombie guy.
Which one?
The guy with the rake.
Okay, Sandraval.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna cast that hex on him.
Okay,
A 1d6.
sure.
Do I do a d20 first?
I think so. Well,
Does it?
yeah,
say?
it should say.
So 1d6 from that thing. I guess that's damage.
Because
so-
spells don't always, you don't always have to roll a d20 to see if they hit.
Oh, right.
It's just some of them do, like a firebolt. You have to have some skill in like aiming it.
Yep.
But then like magic missile, the magic just
Carries it, yeah.
auto aims.
Cursed creature until spell ends. Deal extra 1d6 necrotic damage. I don't know. Do we want to consult the book on this?
No, I just say maybe it hits.
Maybe it hits. Should I?
Four.
I'll roll for it. 7 plus 5, 12.
Okay. Did
Yeah.
you say? Yeah. Was that 12 damage?
No, 12 on the d20.
Oh. And you're targeting the monk. Your necrotic energies kind of ricochet off of him, but he looks a little dazed.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And he looks like he probably won't be able to attack as well next time. Ariana raised her arm into the air. This time, however, she looks at the ground and she starts pulling out necrotic energy from the earth itself. And everyone in the radius, including her allies, take 1 damage.
Are we all in the radius?
Yeah, you're all in the radius.
Oh boy.
Everyone nearby.
I'm getting pretty low on health, guys. Just gonna
This
say that.
isn't looking great.
We don't have any healing things.
No.
Like you've used lay on hands, which was great.
Gotta kill this lady.
Sandraval is stunned during this turn. He's been targeted twice, and though he deflected the attacks, doing so, I mean, he's not super intelligent. He's a zombie at this point, and so he's sort of lying on the ground, prone. And it is the mayor's turn once again. He is going to. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Sure. He's targeting Drift again with his gnawing attack. And this time, he gets a firm grasp on you. and he deals 2 damage.
Jeez.
The man.
Oh, no.
How you doing over there?
I have 3 health.
Ooh. I'm at 3.
It's Drift's turn.
Well, I turn my attention to the mayor.
Yep.
I still have my quarterstaff in both hands,
Mm-hmm.
and I do my best to whack him as hard as I can against his head.
Okay. Do you want to roll a d20 for me?
16.
Yep. You smack him square in the face.
You can't have that many hit
3
points.
damage.
He falls on the ground and he's just like kind of bloodied and stunned. He's not dead, but he's like not really making an effort to get up.
He is
Nice.
dead though.
Like he's undead. He's just not dead. He's not undead. Dead.
I'm undead.
Yeah, sure. It's OP's turn.
Opie's gonna go. She's sort of lost interest in the crystals. That's for other people to worry about. She wants to stab the lady again.
Yep.
Yes. It's my strength, right? Yes.
Yep.
19. Take that, lady.
Yeah, it pierces straight through whatever's protecting her.
Yeah.
Well, roll damage.
Okay. Well, I don't know how much damage this
Oh,
knife does.
Do d6, please.
Let's try 1.
Of course.
Oh, me.
What?
What did you roll?
1.
Well, it gets a +1 because of the
Oh.
enchantment on it.
Is it a +1 specifically for her because they're like
No.
these couples
The
daggers or
blade
something?
itself just is enchanted. But
okay.
no. I mean, this blade was intended for her husband or her ex-husband. And it pierces through her whatever energy shield is protecting her, and she screams because she wasn't expecting it, and she takes 2 damage. And it is Mesmero's turn.
All right, so there's one crystal still up there.
Yep.
I kind of don't want to keep just hitting this crystal. I kind of want to hit the lady. Sounds real bad. But I'm going to use Witch Bolt
Yep.
on her.
What's Witch Bolt?
That's 11.
I want you to roll 2 d6s, please.
12.
All right, check your wild magic. See how that does things.
Oh boy. All right. Witch Bolt is like a sustained like laser beam, basically. That if it hits every turn, I get to keep rolling damage as long as I don't do anything else. You teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see.
Okay.
Nice.
So you're focused on Ariana, and there's this beam of energy that starts to shoot out of your arm,
Yep.
and you teleport in a flash directly behind her. Luckily, you're right in line with the crystal.
That's okay. That's lucky.
And you start seeing pieces of it crumbling off.
Yep. So since I did hit that crystal conveniently,
Yeah.
I can just continuously do damage to it.
Sure.
Every turn of mine, as long
Yeah.
as I don't just do something else.
Sure.
Cool.
It's Keth's turn.
All right. I'm looking at the guy with the rake.
Tandrival.
Should I be targeting the second crystal?
I think I got it.
You got yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and the first crystal's pretty much gone.
yeah. No, the first crystal's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
Cool. I target Sandoval.
okay.
and I Eldritch Blast this motherfucker.
Okay.
8, 13.
Let's see. I mean, he's lying on the ground.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give you advantage on that one. Roll again.
What, the D20 or the
Yeah.
The D20.
6?
Okay. You don't hurt him,
Mm.
but you do keep him knocked on the ground.
The
He's got a rake sticking out of his chest. He's lying on his back, and he's like trying to get up,
Mm.
and you keep sort of smacking him with energies, and he's sort of like his holy energy, despite the fact that he's dead, it persists in defending him against these blasts you're doing. But man, he cannot stand up.
The necrotic damage, the hex is still dealing damage to him at a 1d6.
Yep, sure.
6.
Okay, he's looking a lot worse for it now.
Okay, great.
Nice.
And it is Steve's turn.
Fuck. Steve. What are you gonna do?
I think you should try and read the skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what Steve should do.
I think that's what you should do.
You should roll a d20 to raise a skeleton.
Yep.
All right. That's what Steve's gonna do. At the suggestion of
Does Steve
The-
say anything,
the
or does
gods.
he just start? What does he do?
Steve's beyond words at this point. He's in a feral rage, which isn't that angry for Steve. It's a 14.
Yeah. As you focus your energies on where you think there might be bones.
Yeah.
Just
Low
because.
there are bones.
Huh?
Low there are bones.
Yeah. The mayor,
Yeah.
who is sitting down, bloodied and stunned.
Oh.
His flesh just kind of falls off.
Oh.
and now you've got his skeleton under your control.
Fantastic.
Oh my God, Steve! What the hell?
Dang.
Perfectly natural.
Um,
Nothing I haven't seen before.
and now you can control this skeleton if you want.
Sweet. Is that got its own?
I'm going to give it its own turn
Its own turn.
immediately after yours.
All right. Well, Skelly
Skelly.
the skeleton, is gonna go and attack the lady.
Yep. It
Is it within range?
clatters over to her.
Clatters over?
It is within range.
Ah, it doesn't have a sword, does it?
No,
It's just
it's
punching.
just
It's
Uh,
just
just bones.
Bony
It's
fingers.
bones.
Like
Okay,
they're pretty
well-
pokey.
it's gonna punch the lady.
Yep.
With an 11.
Yeah, no. It sort of grazes the energy field,
Yeah.
and it just sort of is pawing away at this necrotic energy that's surrounding her. And
Man, this is a flailing fight.
What about
Yeah.
the dot? Like,
She's
you've got the dot.
she's starting to get pretty annoyed.
That'll blind all of us. So.
But you tell us.
And she's gonna take a swing at the skeleton. And she hits the skeleton, and the skeleton's arm falls off.
Shit. Skelly.
And she's like, "Steve, I told you to stay out of this.
Are you not backing down? I'm stopping this nonsense.
This is not between you and me."
There is now.
And it
I
is
don't know what these bunch want, but
Sandraval lying on the ground. Manages to finally get the rake out of him, and then sits up, and that's all I can really manage at this point.
Great.
And it is Drift's turn.
I want to try and hit Ariana.
Okay.
Do we know, is her barrier partly down
It,
now, right?
it seems like it's starting to soften. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use my quarterstaff again.
Okay. D20, please.
Oh no, 8.
Despite the softening barrier, fate has chosen that when you swing your staff, it just sort of bounces off of her. And it's now Opie's turn.
Yep, stabbing at her again.
At this point she's like freaked out because there's like 4 things wailing on her, and all she's got is this like invisible barrier that's keeping her up.
I mean, it's
doing pretty well.
Yeah.
It's doing very well,
Yeah.
but
I
she's
wouldn't be too worried.
kind of freaked out. She's a powerful like wizard, but like 4 people wailing on you, not fun. Opie, go for it.
Yeah. Oh. It will not hit
Yeah,
her.
just like everyone else. You're wailing on her, and things are bouncing off, and she's honestly she's freaked out, but also a little amused. And it is Mesmero's turn.
All right. I'm still like doing a sustained blast on
Yep.
that crystal, so I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Okay.
And it is 7 damage.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. The crystal starts to become very unstable, and in fact, it's like shards of it are popping off at high speed. One of them zips off and smacks Ariana in the back of the head. It pierces straight through that, and that barrier goes down just for a moment, and she takes the damage just because people are whacking on her. The whole time, it's just people wailing on her.
I'll just do more attacks like that then.
And that crystal is now spinning out of control.
Cool.
And it is Keth's turn.
Alright, I look back over to the guy with the rake
Yeah.
next to him.
He's sitting there holding a rake.
Yep, and I cast another Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Okay.
13.
Yeah, you blow him up.
Okay, fantastic.
Well, he just explodes.
Yeah. Yeah,
He dies.
at this point, I mean, with all the necrotic energy flying around,
Yep.
Anything that's not alive is very
He's exploded.
unstable.
Great.
Um,
My Hex grants me another action bonus.
okay, great.
I shift over to the Ariana.
Yeah.
I cast a Hex on her.
Okay.
Oh man.
I want you to roll another d20 for this one.
10.
It hits her,
Mm.
but there's a delay
Okay.
as it like sinks through the energy.
Do I roll for damage or anything?
Not this turn.
Okay.
It's Steve's turn. Steve and his skelly.
Alright. Steve. So those necrotic blasts weren't doing much to her shields, right?
No.
That was like
Yeah, you don't want to.
you don't want to do that.
you know, far be it from me to tell you what to do, but don't necrotic blast them.
Just tell me what to do next. No, all right. So Steve's gonna pull out a. Let me say he's got a little scythe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And he's gonna join the whacking crew.
Get in there.
Really?
What does he say as he does that?
Just bollocks this,
Yep.
and he rolls a 19.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that scythe pierces straight through. Roll a d6 for me, please.
Come on, Steve. That's a 1.
Oh man.
God damn it!
Yeah, you nick her. And she goes, "Ow! God damn it, Steve! You are so fired.
We quit before you fire me.
Too bad. You're fired. I already fired you." And it's your skeleton's turn.
You won't get any severance pay if you quit.
I'll give you severance pay.
That's a 9 from the skeleton. That's
Yeah, it keeps hitting her.
he's pretty
nothing,
useless.
Nothing happens. It is her turn. She focuses in on herself, and lets out a wave of energy that knocks everyone back, and onto their butts. It doesn't do damage though. She just needs a little breathing space. And
Just a little overwhelmed.
yeah,
Just a little overwhelmed.
she's, you know what? She's still tiefling.
Yeah.
It is Drift's turn.
How far away from her are we?
You're about 5 feet,
Okay.
but you're on your butt.
Well, can I get up and do a thing
Yeah.
still on my turn? Okay.
Definitely.
I want to reach into my pocket and get the little pebble that I have
You reach into your pocket and get the pebble.
and do a really well-timed maneuver, hopefully,
Ooh.
where I have it in my hand and I push it against her chest, like trying to push her down
Uh-huh.
while I flick it to make it really heavy.
Okay. I want you. Oh man, that is gonna take some serious acrobatics.
Great.
And sleight of hand, since you're doing some tricky stuff. Do an acrobatics roll first.
Is that to throw it?
This is for her to leap towards her.
I see.
Yeah, 10.
You know what? That's enough to get you there. Now do a sleight of hand.
Oh. 5.
Okay. So you push it against her and you thumb the little groove, and it just falls like a rock to the ground, and that's where it is right now. It is
Nice.
It is Opie's turn.
Dang it.
OP. Oh, it's just a normal knife.
You've got a warhammer.
Yeah, fuck this knife. I'm gonna try and this is like I want to really clock her.
Yep.
I'm gonna go two-handed. So with my warhammer. Oh. Yeah.
Wait, did you roll?
That's a-
9.
Okay. I mean, you give her a solid thwack, but the warhammer just bounces right off as well. But she does look like she's taken a hit. She just doesn't feel the pain. It looks like she's maybe a little bit winded. And it is Mesmero's turn.
I'm still sustaining my beam on that.
Yep.
On that crystal. 4 damage.
The last pieces of the crystal shatter apart,
Yes,
Um,
I did it, guys.
and the phylactery starts spinning around real crazy.
That's probably good.
And Ariana lets out a loud gasp and falls to her knees. Yep.
Ariana, you gotta tell us who's in the phylactery?
It's he's coming. He's coming. And as she says that, this like shadow hand reaches down from the sky and wraps its fingers around her, and then like a puff of smoke, she's gone.
Ugh.
I don't know if that was a good thing.
I saved the day,
And
guys.
you hear loud, like booming laughter from the sky.
Oh no.
But then the clouds part, and it's morning, and you all get another 200 experience points.
It's over? Wait, guys, what?
We did it.
Um,
I think we did.
happened?
Yeah, I think Mesmero did it.
I did it.
That was
I
the-
saved the day.
What? Okay, guys, quick to the office. We gotta see if Neil's still there.
Yep, he's. You run to the office. You notice there's a bunch of imps bouncing around.
Damn it.
I take the rock with me first.
Oh yeah, go. You have your rock. You all have the
Thank you.
things that you. I mean, you've got your skeleton. Steve's. What's Steve doing? Is he coming with?
Steve unsummons the skeleton.
Okay.
Need another
The
one.
bones clattered to the ground. You
Steve will come with.
you race to.
That was great. Thanks for your help, Steve.
It was alright.
We knew you could do it.
I didn't really do much.
I believe in you,
stuff.
Steve.
Hey, you gave me the time I needed to save the day. So.
You see imps like hiding from you, like peeking around corners and like growling, and you see a few frogs hopping around as well. It seems like you left the vault open. But as you get to Neil's office, he's now standing outside, like covered in sweat, and you can feel the heat coming from his office.
Ugh.
It was just real stuffy in there, and he's just very thankful.
Ah, adventurous. Yes. Thank you for freeing me from my my sauna of an office. Whew, I
Do you know what just happened there, Neely? In your park? Did you have some cameras?
well, I did have a little insight as to what was going on. It would seem my ex-wife, who was disguised herself as Zello. I a little embarrassed for not seeing that, especially with all the very personal digs he made at me. I thought he was just very perceptive. He was, well, my wife. I'm so confused. The heat. She was summoning the god of murder, Baal,
Oh God.
inside the phylactery. It would seem that your little intervention made her prey to his twisted desires. So, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Quite welcome.
We will be
And-
taking our reward.
Yeah. Mm.
Reward, yes. Well,
He points to the gift shop.
how are
can-
you for stuffed animals?
Opie, I want a Sprite. Do you have the little ones? Like, do you have one that's really nice, mate? A
We
little-
have earthworms.
What's in the gift shop?
There are some little magical trinkets. There's some more sprites in a jar.
Oh, alive ones?
Huh?
The live ones?
Yes, these ones are alive.
Oh.
So if you want, you can take a sprite in a jar.
It's not an M.
He also gives you each 30 gold pieces.
All right.
And you each get another 200 experience for finishing the campaign. And you spend
was-
all of your money at the bar. No, that's I don't know what you guys want to do, but that's the end of this tale. You've survived Magic Park. So Magic Park 2, The Lost Park,
Oh no.
out in a few years.
Well, it doesn't really get bad until Magic Park 3.
Yeah.
Have you seen Magic Park 2? There's a scene where
It's definitely
someone does gymnastics.
Magic
Oh,
Park
yeah, that's
2 is
right.
Still
Acrobatics.
acrobatics. You mean.
So first of all, I want to thank Ed for playing
Yay.
so many NPCs.
That's amazing.
He had a miserable morning, and he put up with some very poor planning. So thank you, Ed.
Yes.
I want to thank our guest players, Carrie and Eleanor, for coming by and aiding us in the adventure. And I want to thank Severn and Blake for just hanging out and adventuring. Severn, this was how did you enjoy your first role playing experience?
It was very fun.
I'm glad. If you guys want to hear more, let us know. We'll probably do another one next Christmas at the very least,
Yeah.
if we're all still alive. Otherwise, we're gonna have a very somber episode.
Yeah.
But
One
if you,
goal for 2018, guys.
or if you want to hear more of this sort of stuff, I had fun making it. I think I can get better at it too.
Nick, thank you.
Yes,
But
thank you,
nobody
Nick.
said-
So great.
Yay.
Thank you, Nick.
And we'll be back at some point with more normal podcasts.
In 2018.
In 2018, we're talking from the past. Like and subscribe and visit our Facebook page and stuff. Oh, and also, by the way, thank you, Blake, for editing all of these episodes all the time. We never talk about that, but Blake,
That's right.
Blake does literally like all of the upkeep of this podcast.
Mhm.
So thank you, Blake.
Thanks, Blake.
Yeah. We'll see you soon. Bye. You guys were like running real low on life at the end, and I was like,
Yeah.
this could kill all of you.
Yep.
So
So what?
Opie
what do I
was
get to-
fine.
Oh, was Opie fine?
Yeah, Opie's hard
Oh.
to hurt.
Wait, what were you on?
I was on 10.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I should have wailed on you more.
Yeah.
You were fine.
You kept blocking things. I should have.
Yeah, I'm hard to hit. You have to roll
Yeah,
real good
that's
to
true.
even get
Well, you
me.
are kind of, you're a paladin, so you're kind of like a tank healer. So
I should have been keeping track of your life totals better.
yeah, I was thinking like shit. We should have taken time to like loot that the main hall for like health potions
Yeah.
or something. To, like,
Yeah,
so-
we didn't do any looting.
Yeah.
And there was like libraries and stuff that we could have checked out. Honestly, that world was so rich. I feel like you could have spent a really long time there. Like this whole adventure could have been like 3 times as many episodes. Like,
Yeah, it
um,
could have.
yeah, it was
and
rich.
And that's the thing. If we're trying to do it in like 3 to 4 episodes, spending like half an episode coming through a library is
Yeah.
probably not great.
And it was very clearly based on Jurassic Park.
What?
But it was a beautiful homage, and I like that.
I thought it was based on Jurassic World. Yeah, it was great. It was real good. Did you have plans for that dragon?
No.
Oh.
I
But
was so.
there is a
I-
hook.
Yeah.
I mean, there's now a dragon free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And
Yeah.
also, it's like got the same ability I do, which is lightning.
And it's an enemy of your, like,
Your
We're
culture.
actually kind of like, it's a funny thing about Dragonborns, they actually are a little bit like us little racist humans. They like have the biggest beef with the ones that are like the
Most
most
similar.
like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the blue and the bronze share the same breath weapon.
Right.
So they like technically could be like best of mates, but nah, they just want to fight over the
Can I
fishes.
actually put stuff on my equipment list that I took from the gift shop?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, cool.
I took a stuffed earthworm toy and a frog, a zero-G frog snow globe.
That sounds
that is
fantastic.
very cool.
But in this zero G frog snow globe, there's no snow. It's just frogs.
Yeah.
That is very, very cool.
Oh, and I take a sprite toy. I mean an imp toy.
Yeah.
I'm,
No, I don't feel
that I can
special.
cuddle at night.
Because
Well,
that was my deity.
Perhaps there's something special about that dead
Your
sprite.
sprite is dead,
Well.
which is different.
Well,
These are-
by the
Just
way,
some poser ass sprites.
the ice dome. I was hoping.
That's what we're
Yeah, well,
supposed to do.
I was hoping you'd realize that like the resonance was the like.
That's what I
Ah,
thought. That's why I
sorry.
said I was gonna start banging on it.
But I head to it's kind of like a giant bell, and you have a bell.
It doesn't have
Oh.
a clapper.
Yeah, but maybe you could.
Oh, you mean you just go, and then it would go.
I did think of my bell, but then I was like, it doesn't have a clapper.
It's okay. You guys solved it in a weird way.
Dig.
I mean, I really like that we got a little bit of insight before we went in there with your character just wrapping herself.
Was that book,
The-
did it,
the
did
magical
it send,
manual?
It was mainly designed to send her to sleep. Was
It's
it
to send
something he-
anyone
Oh,
to
okay.
sleep. It's
Okay.
actually magic. It is
Okay.
a magic tome
Ooh.
that you can read from, and there's a chance it'll send people to sleep.
All right, I'm gonna
Very cool.
add that to my guys' book.
Um,
But
I
it's
really
not
wanna
like-
use that pebble
Yeah, that pebble's-
effectively in an effective
I was.
way.
It's not going away.
That pebble. I was thinking I could use my mage hand to like lift it above someone,
Ah.
turn it on, and then it would just drop straight through because mage hand who cares what happens to that,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it'll just be like bang and just crack someone in the head.
We'll have to do some teamwork.
Yeah. I like it.
You like the
So you
little
could
magic
totally
toys?
you could totally throw it in the air, and then I'll summon my mage hand to grab it, and then turn it on, and then it'll drop.
And Eleanor's
Combo
dagger
move.
is silver, which is important.
Oh yeah, a silvered weapon.
Against werewolves.
Yeah.
I thought it
Any
was.
special
Oh my
things.
god. You can become a werewolf.
Oh shit. You know, I was kind of bummed when I looked into the chest and like rolled pretty high, like my only good high roll on the thing. And you were like stating the obvious. I was like, fuck. Yeah, I see a rump with a groove in it. Cool.
You got first pick, and honestly, the book is really strong.
Yeah, the book is pretty good. You use it real,
Is
real
is
well.
the book, just so I understand it a little bit better, is it a little bit random? Like it's not clear because he was reading it out loud, but none of us fell asleep. It was just the lady who.
It is a chance based thing, but
Okay.
as DM, I was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
like-
No, I like that it's chance based.
And also, it was
It's-
like at the
that's
same
fun.
time we were
Yeah.
You had
digging
your
in the
heads
ground. And,
Yeah,
It
my
was a
head
worm.
was underground.
Yeah.
I tried to make the explanation of what he was reading as boring as possible. Did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like,
Cool idea.
safety manual.
Like, that is-
Did you just make up that whole item? That's really cool.
That's great.
I made up all the items.
On the, just on the spot.
Yeah. Well, no, at home last night.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do for a living.
Someone
What-
made it.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Items.
What did you make up on the spot today?
Heaps.
Yeah. Yeah, heaps.
Ariana.
Ariana was not.
Thor.
By the way, all of the names are based on actors in
You know,
Jurassic
when
Park.
you said
Really?
Mazzello, I was like, that sounds like Joseph Mazzaro, the person who played Timmy. And then Ariana.
Maybe it was Bizarro.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it is Mazzaro.
Whoops.
Who was Jeff Goldblum?
Sandoval of the Golden Bloom.
Golden
Oh,
yeah, that's gorgeous.
That's great.
But we didn't have Alan Grant, did we?
There was no. Well, that's a character.
Oh yeah. Well, what about Sam Neill? Neil Nightwing.
Yes.
Very cool.
Nightwing or Nightwing?
Nightwing.
Nightwing.
Because there was
Like
someone called
Wayne?
Wayne Knight
Yeah.
in the movie.
Oh, I was calling him Nightwing this whole time. That's
So I
embarrassing.
wrote down
Yeah.
Nightwing,
Yeah, we were all
but I
saying
realized
that.
that you were saying Wing.
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
That's cool.
Good adventuring.
I did like how once we figured out where the basically boss fight was going to happen at the phylactery, we just sort of ran straight there instead
Yeah.
of being like investigating anything else. We're just
Well,
like,
my note was-
that's it. That's where we're going.
My note was Sam Samuel, the janitor, as in Sam Neill and
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson, safely guides them to the phylactery. That was my note. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, they ran there.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Even faster.
I wasn't even gonna. I was like, oh, we should take time investigating this body, find out. But then once we knew, I was just like, let's just go. Let's just
Yeah.
go.
I felt a bit impotent though, like I ran there real fast as my wolf. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
can't do anything.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
you that might come in handy some other time. This is part of the
No, I
ups and
really,
downs
I
of
really
D&D.
enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
keepsake.
I really liked Steve coming in. Like
yeah.
Steve was.
that was great.
He was a prick early on, but he kind of redeemed himself.
Steve was a prick.
He just didn't want the commotion, I think.
But he didn't give any information either.
No.
He just said what was literally next door to him.
Yeah.
It's like there's a phylactery over there.
Yep.
Next door.
He didn't want to be bothered.
Yep.
He's an old man.
Well,
I like
this was
him.
one of the first things we established was Steve's gonna make an appearance as one of the displays,
Oh.
and he only really cares about collecting a paycheck as a display.
Yep. I like it.
Like he moved here just because he just wanted to hang out
Yep.
and make.
He was sick of dealing with the thorns from that other campaign that we did last year.